이거 해주셨다가 뭐 이렇게인가?
그 제일 마지막에 제일 마지막에
해주셨었는데 그때 제가 자고 있었던 거예요.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Diaries channel. Jikook quote: "The real meaning behind Jimin's sayings and Jungkook's recreation isn't just about spoken words or captured moments. It's a story about how two souls speak to each other without always having to speak out loud. In a world where Jimin and Jungkook's every move is constantly analyzed, clipped, cut, and twisted, there's one thing that many often miss: the slowly, consistently, and deeply human meaning behind their words and actions. Jimin is known for speaking with the language of feeling. His words rarely sound empty. Even when he's joking, there's a layer of emotion that can't be easily dismissed. When Jimin says he wants someone who can make him feel safe, or when he talks about the importance of honesty and comfort in a relationship, many take it as a general statement. But for those who have truly followed Jimin's journey over the years, those words don't stand alone. These words always appear alongside Jungkook's. Interestingly, Jimin almost never mentions Jungkook explicitly when delivering these emotional quotes. But the timing, context, and Jungkook's reactions often reveal the most honest answers. Whenever Jimin talks about loneliness, the fear of abandonment, or the importance of someone staying even when everything feels hard, the camera often captures Jungkook silently listening and then doing something simple yet meaningful. Sitting closer, staring longer, smiling for no apparent reason. On the other hand, Jungkook is the opposite of Jimin in terms of self-expression. While Jimin speaks through words, Jungkook speaks through actions. What he does is often dismissed as recreation, as if it were merely repetition or a small, insignificant habit. Yet, that's where the most honest meaning emerges. Jungkook mimics Jimin's way of speaking, laughs in the same rhythm, and sometimes even repeats Jimin's lines jokingly. To some, this might be considered childish. But to those who understand the psychology of closeness, it's a profound form of emotional connection. When someone unconsciously imitates another person's habits, it's no accident. It's a sign that the person feels safe, comfortable, and emotionally connected. Jungkook doesn't copy everyone. He doesn't repeat every member's habits. But with Jimin, it happens repeatedly. From the way Jimin touches his own arm while talking, to small habits like leaning in when laughing, Jungkook naturally does the same things. What makes this relationship even more interesting is how Jimin's words and Jungkook's actions complement each other. When Jimin says he feels happiest when someone truly listens to him, Jungkook is the one who most often seems fully focused on him. When Jimin says that love doesn't always have to be announced, Jungkook demonstrates that by staying by his side, even in small moments that aren't captured by the main camera. Many wonder, is this all just a coincidence? Is this just fan service? But if we look at the pattern over the long term, the answer becomes clearer. Fan service usually has a clear beginning and end. It changes with trends and the needs of the stage. But what happens between Jimin and Jungkook has become more consistent over time. Even when the camera isn't focused, even when they're behind the scenes, the same dynamic remains. There's a moment where Jimin talks about how appreciated he feels when someone notices the little things about him. Not long after, Jungkook is seen remembering trivial details about Jimin, from his favorite foods to his sleeping habits to things that make him uncomfortable. Jungkook may not express it in long words, but he protects Jimin in his own way. He becomes more alert when Jimin looks tired. He becomes more gentle when Jimin isn't feeling well. Jungkook's recreation isn't empty repetition. It's a response. It's Jungkook's way of speaking the language he speaks. When Jimin reveals that he wants someone who will stay by his side, Jungkook doesn't say anything. He just stays there. When Jimin says that trust is everything, Jungkook demonstrates that by never leaving Jimin alone in difficult situations. Jimin's quotes often sound like self-reflections, but when juxtaposed with Jungkook's actions, they become it turns into a two-way dialogue. It's as if Jimin is speaking, and Jungkook is silently responding. This is what makes their relationship so real and touching. There's no overdramatization, No grand confessions. There's just emotional consistency.
제가 그냥 안 보면 어떻게 되는 거죠?
안 보면은 줄 안 달고 뛰어내리겠습니다.
거기가 뛰어내리겠다.
배운 것도 되게 많고 즐거운 것도 되게 많은 한 해였던 것 같아요. 이게 맞아 시즌2로 팬 여러분들께 저의 근황도
정국야 지켜줘.
In the fast-paced and demanding entertainment world, a relationship like this feels rare. Jimin and Jungkook grew up together from a very young age. They went through phases of confusion, stress, and joy together. In the process, they learned to read each other without much explanation. When Jimin said he didn't like being left alone, Jungkook was the first to notice. When Jungkook felt doubtful about himself, Jimin was the quickest to validate him. All of this is reflected in small quotes that may seem simple on the surface. But for those who follow every detail, Jimin's words are a reflection of how he feels, and Jungkook's recreation is proof that those feelings are accepted, not laughed at, not dismissed, fully embraced. This is why many fans feel emotionally connected to Jikook's dynamic, not because of the sensation, but because of the honesty that is palpable. This relationship isn't forced to appear perfect. They're most authentic when they're not trying. When Jimin speaks softly, and Jungkook leans in unbidden. When Jungkook jokes, and Jimin laughs louder than anyone else. Ultimately, Jikook quote isn't about finding proof or confirming a particular theory. It's about understanding that words and actions speak different languages, yet they can convey the same message. Jimin speaks of feelings. Jungkook responds with presence. Jimin reveals meaning. Jungkook brings it to life in tangible form. And perhaps, that's the true beauty of Jikook. Not everything needs to be explained clearly. Not all love needs to be announced. Some things are enough to be felt, enough to be seen, and enough to be understood by those who truly pay attention. And that's our story for today. If you feel Jimin's words and Jungkook's actions have meaning beyond mere moments, that's not without reason. Because sometimes, the most sincere things aren't said out loud, but rather are shown through consistent presence and attention to the little things. Thank you for watching and taking the time to follow this story until the end. If you enjoyed this calm, soulful analysis and appreciated every little detail, don't forget to like this video so more people can watch it. Also, share it with fellow fans who might feel the same way about Jimin and Jungkook's dynamic. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next story. On this channel, we will continue to discuss often overlooked moments, words that seem simple yet meaningful, and relationships that grow naturally over time. See you in the next video. Keep supporting them with love, keep respecting boundaries, and keep believing that warmth doesn't always need to be explained.